Panic was a flash flood. It hit the group all at once, a wave of shrieks and frantic questions. Someone started rattling the locked doorknob, their voice shrill with terror. What was that? Oh my God, what was that? In the pantry, Kael's body went rigid. "Stay here," he commanded, his voice devoid of any of its earlier arrogance. He pushed past me, throwing the door open and striding into the chaos of the living room. I followed on his heels, Gary the gnome completely forgotten on a shelf. The scene was pure bedlam. Liam was trying to peek through the curtains, while Maya was huddled with two other girls, their faces pale masks of fear. "Everyone get away from the windows." Kael's voice was a whip-crack of authority that cut through the hysteria. They stared at him, shocked into silence. He did not wait for them to obey. He grabbed a heavy armchair and shoved it against the front door, the muscles in his back and shoulders straining with an intensity that seemed almost unnatural. The scratching outside grew louder, more frantic, accompanied by a furious, slobbering growl. My own training kicked in. While Kael barricaded the front, I moved to the back, my eyes scanning the large glass panes of the sliding door that led to a deck. I yanked the curtains shut, my heart pounding a frantic rhythm against my ribs. We were working in tandem, an unspoken, instinctive alliance born of a shared, secret knowledge. He finished with the door and came to join me, his presence a solid wall at my back. The others watched us, their fear turning them into statues. They looked to us for answers, for safety. "You know what that is," I said, my voice barely a whisper. It was not a question. "I was hoping I was wrong," he breathed, his eyes fixed on the curtain as if he could see through it to the monster on the other side. I felt it when the moon rose, a rogue, uncontrolled. The pieces clicked into place with sickening clarity. The remote location, the locks on the doors, his watchful gaze on the woods. "This party," I started, realization dawning. "You did not throw this party to have fun." "I threw it to keep them contained," he admitted, his voice tight with a terrible burden, "to keep them in one place where I could protect them." He finally turned to look at me, his dark eyes boring into mine, filled with a century of secrets. "And you're not just some girl Maya dragged along for the weekend, are you? The way you moved, the way you looked at the tree line, you felt it too." "My family," I said, the words tasting like rust on my tongue. "We're keepers, we do not hunt, we maintain the balance. I've been tracking it for a week." The animosity that had defined our every interaction evaporated like mist in the sun. In its place was a stunning, terrifying understanding. He was not my enemy, he was the other side of my coin. We were both guardians, working at cross purposes, blinded by our mutual distrust. That simmering energy between us had not been hatred, it had been recognition. Glass exploded inwards from a window on the far side of the room. A massive, fur-covered limb, tipped with claws like black daggers, ripped through the curtains. The thing outside bellowed, a sound of pure, ravenous fury. Screams erupted again as everyone scrambled back, huddling behind the stone fireplace. Kael moved so fast I barely registered it, shoving me behind him. My front was flush against his back, a wall of hard muscle and radiating heat. The sheer, unexpected shock of his protection ward with a lifetime of training that screamed he was a danger in his own right. For a single, insane moment, I felt safer than I had all night. He looked back at me, and in the dim, chaotic light of the room, I saw it. A faint, impossible shimmer of gold blooming in the center of his irises. "It's too strong," he said, his voice a low, desperate growl. "I can't fight it like this, not in this form." He reached for the buttons on his shirt, his gaze locking with mine, pleading and commanding all at once. "You have to trust me, Elara. You have to let it see me."
Want to keep the flame ignited without having to wait for the next part? You can find the full, tantalizing tale on our main page. See the link in the description.